We'll pray about it.
That's insane. Did you get that? That was fantastic. All the like TikTok influencers are here, and it's like, this is why I don't like coming into the front.
I don't even know what to do with that.
I don't know either. I'm like, hey.
I've never had that happen to me.
So did you spell it or not?
Yes, I can spell it, but
I'm like, you can spell it. I'm gonna botch this.
yeah.
So this is like the backstage area.
Is this you?
Yeah, this is me. So I got this is cool. So I got an Ampeg. This is a Reverber Rocket. Honestly, I used to have a Benson, but I plugged this in and I was like, this is all mid-range. Like, I really like how it sounds. It's just nothing but mid-range. It really doesn't have any top end or low end.
Yeah.
So it's really, I mean, it really cuts through. It has that cut, like that just a cut that I'm really looking for like 1 amp. Mm-hmm. I'm running through like the accordion channel, which is crazy. I know, it's crazy. So
my grandpa gave me an accordion when he passed away.
No way.
And it's amazing.
But it's
and it has a way to plug it in.
Oh, really?
And now I know the amp to take it to.
Yeah, 100%. So this is awesome. This is like, shout out to my friend Garrett. He actually had one.
Garrett Hardy,
yep.
He played at Gateway for a bit.
Yeah. Dude, I love him.
He's a good dude. He came and did a little clinic for us. He's got it figured out.
He's got it figured. No, he for sure does. And it's got what speakers do they have? I forgot what speakers. I think it's just the. Oh yeah, vintage 30s. Yeah, vintage 30s.
Don't make those anymore.
No.
Not like that.
No. I actually put those in, which is crazy. And then just 545. Yeah, I mean the mic got. We'll change that again. But like off center, usually.
Yep.
And then the AC30. I've had this guy for like 7 years now. This is the British made AC30.
Do you run here?
I actually run through here. So
Okay.
I've been doing this whole thing of mixing the channels because the Brilliant channel is a little like shrill,
Right.
It can be a little shrill. So I like bringing in the normal channel just to give it a little bit more.
And the normal on these is like too dark to use for anything.
Yeah. So like mixing them, I'm more using like almost EQ, more than anything, because even this amp, when you turn it up, it's not like the gain is not really. I mean, the gain stage is not crazy. It's like either like shrill or just like,
right.
Just AC30. So
Yep.
I like just running it as more like EQ, these guys. So I'll mess with these. My knob is broken, but I try to turn back the treble not too much there. And
It's a good way to keep your settings without changing them.
right?
Just break them off.
Break it off. It broke. But this is like, I love this amp. It's been, just Road Dog. I use it in studio a lot. Tracking everything, like it's a great, it's just a classic amp. And I haven't been running amps just because like the church doesn't really allow for like convenience for amps. But
Right. What do you run if you're not doing amps?
honestly, I've just been dreaming running a Dream.
We were just talking about that on the way here.
Dude, just a Dream.
The Dream. I had a board that was the sideboard Dream Ruby thing, and I went to Quad Cortex. We've done Tone X.
Exactly.
Dude, they take pedals better than anything.
I think so too.
They do.
I think so too. I honestly got played through a quad. I went on tour.
Yeah.
My stuff, all my pedals broke, and I borrowed a quad, and I was like, this is cool.
They're good.
They're good. No, they're like, I think the just like the snapshots of like things you can get is really great.
It's a switcher and a full rig that's this big.
Exactly. I thought about it, but then the reverbs and delays didn't convince me.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
We just had this conversation on the way in. I've been trying to dial in a quad for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Just to like be able to help coach other players.
Yeah.
Dude, it's pretty good. It's like,
no, I like it. I like it. I was like, wait, do I need to? I was like, do I need to get one? I would probably run the quad with like a reverb or something, or delay at the side. But
well, just something you can get creative with,
Exactly.
right? Like to be able to reach down and do like super washy something.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's
Exactly.
cool.
It's like I liked it a lot actually. I was like, dude, this is actually a pretty good thing to do.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
This is the right answer.
yeah, this is the way to go, honestly. And it's just amps, like, and you guys can know, like, you guys have played through like all this stuff. Like, I think they just capture like, I don't know what it is, but they capture like almost more like a 3D-ish like sound, and it's also like it's like a preamp you're running into basically. Like if you plug it into like a board or anything, it just really does carry that, and also the gain. You can't replicate like any kind of gain unless running through some valves,
the thing we talked about, and I think that the UA stuff does it better than anything else, is it's this bloom. It's like when
bloom, that's it.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people say that, but or bloom or energy, right? Like it hits the front of the amp and it just like explodes.
It does.
And it's got all this headroom.
It does.
So when you like overload the front, you know, turn a gain pedal all the way up, it works.
It does. That's the thing. Yeah. And that's what I look for in like I think that's the difference between like amps and like, let's say, direct stuff. It's like okay, there's effects. Effects are effects. You know, you can run in direct for an effect, but it's the gain. Like gain staging is the thing that I'm like, I don't think it can be replicated through amps. But the Dream, I like it. I mean, I had everything, and I didn't buy the Tone X's when they were the big ones because I was like, I don't want another board.
Right.
You know?
I get that.
I didn't want to.
Me too. I was like, they're just too big.
Yeah, and then I actually placed an order for the smaller Tone X's, but they were like in back order, so I was like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna stay here and run this, and I've been experimenting a lot with like other sounds, honestly, because like you can't, you know, most guys can't just take these amps with them and stuff.
Totally.
And so like I've been running direct, I've been running through other stuff, which you can see in a little bit. But that's kind of what I'm running here today. It was like main amps. You know, if you have room to do it, let's do it. You know. Yeah, and miking is a big deal too. I've realized like guitar is a lot of EQ. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like if you can get the EQ right, like in yourself, like I think the guys will be happy out there. Like, you know, because it's like the shrillness is like from that 2K. You know, the 2K.
Oh my God.
Really?
Dude,
Really?
Well, he sent me something. He's like trying to dial in his new rig on his Tone X's.
Yeah.
And we were listening to it in the car. I was like, man, there's this 2K thing happening.
Exactly.
That front of house is going to turn you down.
Yeah, they're going to hate it.
But it's also that thing that makes you poke through.
Exactly.
So how do you balance that?
Exactly.
Right? And amps, you just turn them on and they do it.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So all the modeling stuff, it's like, how do I get it there? Because you want that high frequency, I mean, all the way up to 10K energy that's happening. Mm-hmm. But amps have a way of giving you that energy without it being kind of overpowering.
Have y'all seen that video on YouTube of the guy who like tests like, he's like, okay, I'm gonna is it Jason with the amps and like the guitar, like he goes through it, like that was so like informational, like it's really, and that's like miking and everything. It's like a boiled onto EQs, you know, because like these amps will give you a certain EQ in a sense, like cut certain frequencies that you like that you don't like, and they just do it naturally, like you said, they really do, which is really great. And
that's a really cool perspective. EQ.
Yeah, it's an EQ thing, and it's like because like, okay, so I also like, it's crazy, I've been trying out different stuff. So I have this task cam here. I plugged into it this the first night, and it's cool because it has like a high, mid, and low, and I was able to just EQ it to where it was like,
make this a preamp, basically.
Yeah, it was a preamp. I made it into a preamp. So
and
like,
were you coming out of that into amps?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that was crazy because I was running a Tele. And you know, I love Teles, but then it gets country immediately. Like, you know, like I'm like, I don't know how some of the other guys, like I think different pickups, but it gets country immediately, which is great for certain things. But when you're trying to like play worship, it's like it won't do it. I literally rolled off like if you look at it, I think I might have just cut the 2K. I don't know if I moved it, but
it's all back to stock now.
Oh, back to stock now. Okay, whatever. But I was able to roll out like the frequencies and then just get into that space that you need, you know.
It's funny. I was using. He's actually got the Tele now that I was using for a country record.
Yeah.
And I tried to play it on this country because again, that's the country thing.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work. It was too country.
Exactly.
So I ended up pulling a Duesenberg out and like that's the thing that it needed. So I've been trying to make a Tele work for worship.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it works. Yeah.
It's like a Strat, same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it's exactly what the song needs.
I know. Like some of my friends, like Jay Lee and them, I think David too. They use Strats, and I'm like, I texted them actually, like, how are you guys running Strats? But then it's different pickups. I'm like, okay, like a stock Strat or like stock like Tele.
I'll have to let you play my Eric Johnson.
Oh, sick!
So it's totally stock Eric Johnson, and it's it's it. I mean, I had a couple of Sirs that I sold because the Eric Johnson was just better.
That's so good. So. I've been having trouble with finding Strats. I've bought, and this is embarrassing, but I've bought like 8 Strats and sold them because I was like, this is it. This is it. Nope.
Dang it.
I was like I bought a custom Strat, like custom shop Strat, and I hated it. I hated it.
Maybe you just don't like Strats, and that's okay.
I don't.
It's okay.
But some guys can make them sound so
Yeah.
good. I was like the Edge. Oh, there it is. There's Todd.
The Edge, and then
There he is.
Is that a PRS?
There he is. There he is. All right, so this is the main stage. Honestly, I didn't know 8,000 people could fit in here. It doesn't look like it, but it's flat. So it's great for sound, you know, flat, concrete walls, you know. Up here, it's only slap back, and it's probably like 1 second. It's like da 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 da. It's like, it's literally, you can't hear anything. All right, so we'll come over here. Who's doing a gear rundown?
Oh, come on, gear rundown.
I know. All right, here it is. So this is it. Well, yeah, I'm running this whole
Is this
thing.
the most recent post on Instagram?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So, do
So
my research on the way in.
yeah, dude, yeah. So this is it. When I'm running, my friend Bryson, he has a company called Frequency Co. He actually set this whole thing up. So thankful for it. I'm not really great at setting up pedal boards, man. I'm just not. So I'm like, here's my pedals, and please do it. So the way I'm running it is I have a multi-buffer, the pinstripe, but not going through that right now. But that's great. That goes into, oh, hello. Oh, let's just fix
So
this.
you know it's a working rig.
Oh, dude, yeah, 100%. So I'm running into the Cali 76, which good. Just a super solid compressor. That goes into then, drives. Super simple, simple drives, Benson, protein, and then a boost. Just to have that boost. I have this FX, the Reverb X, which is it's got that cool gated reverb that I've been really super into the McGee stuff. It's got a cool gated reverb, so it'll you'll play it soft and it's got reverb, and then if you hit it, it'll just explode and then catch back. It's super cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Is that a mono effect?
Yeah, it's a mono effect. It's a mono effect. Then I got Juliana. I just had it for so many years. Super
I
solid.
love the Juliana.
Yeah,
it's like a hi-fi C too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's hi-fi, which is super cool. I've tried other chorus pedals, and I love the warm audio one, but it is literally
It's huge.
It's the whole board.
Yeah.
And I've had different size boards, and I travel a lot. And the guys that travel, if it's over 50 pounds, then it's gonna be an oversized, and if oversized, then I don't know if it's gonna get there. And then it's instead of $25 or whatever, it's gonna be 70. It's a whole thing. So I kept it really small. Then I've had this timeline for 10 years. I just love the timeline. It's super simple. I know how to use it. And then I got the Big Sky, and just use really 2 or 3 settings. I like it because you can mix reverbs, which is kind of cool. So right now I'm really running the Cloud with a Hall in series together. So you can mess with that and do other ways, but I like that. I mean, it's great. So that I have that, and then I have this guy, which I'm running. It's a guitar synth situation, obviously McGee inspired. It's really cool, the way it kind of plays. It really does it gives you especially with a second guitar player. So my thing is here, I don't know about you guys, but I feel we've had the 2 guitar players, big sound for a long time, and I love it. It's really great thing, but I'm trying to find different spaces for a guitar player to especially play more leadish lines and actually play guitar more than just big strums, big things, And I think this pedal gives it just fits in a space where it kind of lives in that world a little bit, which is really cool. And it gives a whole different perspective in guitar. It's actually really brought some fresh creativity to stuff that I can do, and even live, it's got it's really leady, in a sense of it's got let me see, this is the setting that I usually, let me just run through it. Oh god.
Are you using that in any songs today?
I probably will. So at Upper Room, we don't really
Yeah, there's not a set.
yeah, we're just, it's no set, we just flow a lot, and we kind of bounce off each other, in a sense of creatively,
Yeah.
and so I know that guitars live in that mid-range. They live in the vocal area and the piano area, you know. And so I try to like here. Let me see if I can find the exact patch that I use here. I just plug this in. So what I like using on this one specifically is not these. Where is it? So what I like using is the rotary, slow echo.
The price of the V guitar system just went up on Reverb.
No, guys, I got this for $300, and I saw some for up to like $2,200. It is insane. It is insane. But I mean, it's super cool. Like,
Hey, just stop.
so I like using these guys here. This is the one I like using. It's the brass and guitar. So I don't send like my regular signal, but with like a brass like horn situation.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because like the system, and I can pull it up with my guitar. So you can plug in the guitar direct, and you can flip to just guitar. So it'll bypass everything, and then you're just playing normal guitar, and then you can flip it on.
Yeah.
And you got this like horn-like sound that's like, you know, it's actually really sweet and sounding. And like, I've really caught that like you can even play more like, it's not like noodling, but you can kind of like noodle a little bit, and it fits in like
almost a melodic lead.
Yeah, super melodic, and it's not like, you know, it's not super in your face. It's giving like a Juno sound kind of like thing going on. So it's really cool that it lives in that space. And so in any flows, like I'll turn it on, and then you just kind of like can actually like do a little bit of riffing, and it's not like taking up like too much attention, you know. So it's really cool. And like other musicians have been like, oh my gosh, like I really love that. It doesn't do the guitar thing, but you can do the guitar thing, and you can actually have fun with it. So that's what I've been super inspired by this. And it's like, so it's funny enough, my friend plays with like McGee. He's actually Christian.
Yeah.
His name is Andrew.
Plays with who?
McGee.
Okay, yeah.
So he's like, he's a Christian. He loves God, and we've been connecting about like this stuff, and he's been kind of sharing like his little like things here and there. And like, if you look at his Instagram, like you could hear his music, and it's like, oh my gosh, like this stuff, I feel like this stuff could fit in like worship realm. So that's kind of my mind. And again, it's like when two guitar players are playing, I think the hardest thing is like one of them is either rhythm or lead, or like lead or rhythm. And like, you know, you can clash sometimes like accidentally, or like, you know, unless you have like a preset, like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're playing. Like us, we can kind of like clash sometimes because we're flowing a lot. I like this space because it can kind of give you like, one guitar player can live in the guitar world, another one can live in this like hybrid synth guitar, you know?
That's way cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool, and I wish I could plug it in now, but we can look at the guitars. So yeah, this is, okay, so funny enough, I got this.
What is that, a Strat?
It's a Strat. It's funny enough.
Number
so
12.
So this is another story. Like, yeah, this is like number 12. I got this because my guitar was in repair, and I was like,
roll with these too.
yeah. I was like, got it in today. I was like, okay, I get to play it today. It's a whole different system. It doesn't even. I was like, dang it. So I'm gonna have to return it. But this is a cool Strat. Like, it's actually got like it's all installed in there, so you can kind of do like you know, you could do normal. Strat, Tele, humbucker, and then acoustic, and then it's got like all different tunings. I've never heard of that, so it's cool. I haven't even plugged it in. So, anyways, that's the guitar that I'm trying. But this is like my go-to. Like, this is the one I've done like the last like 2+ years. I've like just loved. It's a 2016 R7. So
It's beautiful. I love the gold.
thank you. Like, I know this is like dad rock status, you know. But so I got this from an old gentleman he was selling, and he said, oh, like he told me specifically, he's like, this was like a touring guy's guitar, and then he sold it, and then I was at a Guitar Center obviously, and plugged it in, and I was like, okay, this sounds great. It's got like the custom buckers, I think. Yeah, it's got the custom buckers in it. You know, they're great.
I like you got them really low. I'm
Yeah.
guessing that's to lower output.
Yeah, lower output. Like, that's the thing. Some people, and I used to be this guy, I'm like, I hate like humbuckers. I hate anything that's not like super boutique.
Yeah, Chinese.
Yeah, like it's like they're like, oh, is this super muddy? No, like just lower the pickups. And honestly, these pole pieces, like you got to level them out, or else they're gonna be like, either too bright or too shrill or too low end. And I've realized like if you just flatten everything out and lower everything, you got like really low output pickups, which give you chime, give you punch. That's why like this is on like every record I basically play on. This is like, I don't think I'll ever sell this guy. Like this is the guy. It's got like all the wear, like all the wear and tear, like, installed. And then I installed the pickup on this thing. This is the thing that plugs into there. It's a GK3. And it's super cool, like, so it's an individual pickup, and it picks up each string individually. So
so you can even like have different strings.
You can have different tuning stuff, and it doesn't do like the piezo thing. You know how piezos are like
quacky?
They're not great. This is individual, so it feels just like a guitar. That's what makes it feel really great. And this is what I'm saying. So like you plug in here, and that connects to your guitar. This connects to the system. And here it says guitar, so I could just flip down and I'm just playing guitar easily. And then I could flip up and it's mixed, or I could just play only the synth.
I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah, so it's really, really, really cool. Yeah. So I could just easily I'm playing guitar, we're doing normal guitar stuff, and then flip up, and then I'm back to that like synth guitar. And it's got its own individual volume, and it's great. But this is the guy, my go-to. Travel with this, do everything with this guy. Yeah, I love this thing. Yeah, that's kind of I guess the rundown. I didn't talk much about the pedalboard, but anyways, I think we got to get going here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Great to meet you.
Yeah.
Love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Let me grab that.
Hi to your brother too.